on today's show. And if you would like to be on the show, our next open availability is March 3rd. So in 2 weeks from today. Next week, we have a fantastic show. I'm not going to say who's on it just because lineup always can change as it did today. And so, but we're gonna get started into the show. So like the first 30 minutes, 25 minutes, we're getting a little overtime because we started late, but like the first 20-25 minutes we'll talk about first topic and then we'll have 25 minutes to the other topic. And how it's gonna work is I have about like four or five questions in each topic, and I will ask, and everybody will be in the boxes, and I will ask you all the questions. You can talk as much as you like. If anybody wants to respond to anybody, then and like kind of like talk like add something or be like, oh yeah, I really like that, or like, yeah, I liked going there, or something like that. That's fine. All I ask is don't overtalk over each other. If someone starts over talking over one another, I'm gonna mute you just to kind of put you in a timeout. But yeah. And all right, so I'm gonna have the guest request the box whenever you're ready to. And also, this is the first show, so depending on the discussions and the topics and the questions, everyone's short. If the show goes overtime, then I know what I need to work on. I'm not trying to get featured. I'm just doing the show right now for the fun of it, so just for the content. But yeah. All right. Let's see who we got to the box. Let's bring Vampy.
Hello.
Bonus.
Let's go.
Hello, Vampy.
Hi, how you doing?
Good, welcome.
Flaky.
And let's get let's get Flirty Danny.
Hi.
Hello, welcome. And let's get Matt in.
Hello.
Hi, Matt. Welcome. So welcome. Thank you for being on the show. And
yeah, no problem.
I know, of course, I know for Vampy and Flirty Danny, this was a little bit of a hiccups, and we're finally doing it. And Matt, thank you for hopping on last minute.
Oh, no problem.
And so, so the first topic that everybody chose, or well, Vampy and Flirty Danny chose, were movies. And so we're keeping it very simple. We're gonna be talking about like going to the movies versus streaming at home, and like questions like, and so we're gonna ask questions revolving around that, and that's going to be our first discussion. So again, talk as much as you want about the question. How I'm gonna do it is I'll ask the question, I'll have each one of you go like in a circle. So I'll have Vampy go first, Flirty, Danny, then Matt. And you just answer the questions. And at the end of each question, maybe I'll read some of the audience comments. if anyone has any 2 cents in the comments, and then we'll go on to the next one.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay, so the first question I have is, when was the last time you've been to the movie theaters?
Ooh, I would say 2015 or 16, maybe. It's
Damn.
been a hot minute. Say that.
And Flirty Danny.
Oh, it's been a while. Been a while. I think my last movie going out was The Hunger Games, the last one. So yeah, it's been a minute.
That was years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Matt, what was the last time you were to the movies?
The last movie I went to was just this past summer. I went to Deadpool versus Wolverine this past summer. Had to go see that in theaters.
Yeah. My soul would be Medea through Halloween. It was around my sister's birthday. I would have watched it in theaters.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Let's see. So that emoji J said Deadpool 3.
Oh, yeah.
Deadpool.
He said,
So-
yeah, it's been 3. Dang, J.O.
MC said years ago. So okay, so now why haven't you gone to the movies in a long time?
So what?
Why haven't you gone to the movies in a long time?
I think it's mostly because I don't have anyone to go with, so I just go. Sometimes I feel like I go by myself or with, but lately I hadn't went by myself, so I just usually wait till it comes on TV or something like that to watch it.
What about you, Flirty Danny?
Mainly with my job. If I'm on vacation, if it's awful to like go out and see a movie, might, but typically they're like movies that's been out for like years, like the cheap $1 ones or something. No. With me working my job I do, I can't leave the house nowadays that much, so I don't really get out much to do much of anything.
And what about you, Matt?
Well, I don't get as many as I would like to. I mean, there's a lot of movies I want to go to the movie theater and see. I know like the new Captain America's coming out. I want to go see that one. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it
there's
just came out.
But yeah, usually if you wait not too long, it's either on one of the streaming apps or you can rent it off of like Dish or whatever for a fraction of the price that you can go to pay for, at the theater.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that goes into my next question, which is, so I guess what would be a reason for you in terms of like what would get you to go to the movie theaters, like, or what would be like a reasonable price for you to go to the movie theaters?
Ooh. Good question. I know it was cheap back then when I went. So now I feel like,
$2?
huh?
$2?
It wasn't that much whenever I first went in 2016 or 15, but I was saying like till now, if I would have made a word with the inflations, if to be technical with it, if I did like spend money to go back to the movies again, it got to be the rewatching on screen, the first screen movie that I would like to see in theaters, the one with Drew Barrymore was in. I might go back and watch it when like Friday anniversary like that.
Yeah. Party Danny.
I don't know. Probably I'll probably have to say just with inflation, I guess for me, it would have to go down a little bit more. But I'm pretty much honestly not looking to go see a movie anytime soon. Nothing's really catching my eye that's coming out. So it's so yeah, if something catches my eye, maybe I'll take like a night off or like half of my shift off and maybe go and see that. We just won't tell my boss that. Um and something. But yeah.
No.
Yeah. And what about you, Matt?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't. I mean, what is like the movie theater I normally go to, even when it's a brand new movie? I think it's like $10 or $12 for a ticket, so that's not too bad. And if you go like on the weekends on a matinee, you can usually get it for like $5 or $6.
Yeah.
So I mean, prices aren't terrible. I mean, I know if you go to like bigger cities and towns, yeah, they get to be like 15-20 bucks a ticket. But yeah, when you're like me, I'm more rural America, so yeah, we still get the new movies at the same time as everybody else does, but we pay usually half the money that the big towns do. So prices are never too bad, really.
Yeah. Yeah. I think prices just need to like I don't know. Like I guess like it depends. Like I saw like when like I guess for like IMAX and stuff like that, like maybe like $15 would be decent.
Mm-hmm.
But like I feel like maybe like if it's like a regular screening, or I feel like if it's a movie that comes out and it's like maybe they can start it out at like maybe like $8 or $10 and like maybe like if if it just in the theater for a long time they reduce the price.
Yeah. I just looked up cinemas here
Usually do.
right now. Captain America is like $10 for general admission right now.
That's
My
not too
area.
bad for
Which
$10.
is not that bad. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad. Actually too. Emoji J said I heard Spaceball 2 was coming out, but it will be on Netflix. Yeah, so a lot of things are coming out on like streaming platforms like Netflix and all those. And so like I feel like, you know, a lot of actors and stuff are like going with like projects for like streaming platforms because they know that that's where everybody goes to, which is maybe why we're not getting as good content like Disney and Marvel and stuff. Oh yeah, they'll put stuff in the movies, but like other movies like outside of them, it feels like, you know, we are not really getting like really as good content in the theaters versus the streaming platforms.
Yeah. I see Wicked will be coming on Peacock soon, eventually. So I'm kind of a little excited about that because I haven't seen it in theaters yet, but it's gonna be on Peacock, which would be awesome, and that's what I watch religiously all the time is Peacock. So I'm kind of happy.
Yeah.
I would uh it I use all streaming platforms. I don't even really have cable. So it's really like just me wanting to like find something I want to watch on my phone and then I find it on the platform on my TV. So that's basically what I do. So that's pretty much me going to the movies typically. If it's something new.
And the
How do
streaming.
you find Matt? How do you find those things that you like the movies or content?
Typically, yeah, through a lot of it's through through streaming platforms, either Netflix, Peacock. I mean, Disney Plus. They got so much content, and a lot of those platforms they put out the new movies really quickly. I mean, sometimes they're in theaters, and 6 weeks later they're on some platform, so you can watch it at home where you don't have to go to the theaters. um you know so that's kind of nice. It's just the big thing is, yeah, if it's a really popular movie like Deadpool was, yeah, you couldn't wait. You had to go to the theaters and see something
Yeah.
like that, especially if you're
Yeah.
into Marvel per se, or if it was Star Wars or whatever.
Yeah. So now, if platforms like Netflix or like Peacock or like weren't around, would it push you more to go to theaters, Vampy?
Maybe. But we also have our alternative websites that should not be named to watch things on. They would get projected on our TV through our laptops. But like, if that wasn't around, maybe. Depends on what kind of movie it is. And I'm more of a horror fanatic. But I did watch other movies like Marvel or anything like that, or Titanic. If they celebrate like 50th or maybe 100-year anniversary, I might come back and watch that too. Other than that, but yeah, it might push me to go to movies theaters a little bit more.
Flirty, Danny.
Nah, yeah, it would. I'm not tech savvy, so all those internal websites that Vampy's talking about, me trying to find them and then trying to download them is me calling my mom or my grandmother and being like, I can't do this, and then hanging up. So, so yes, I would be going to the movies then a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Matt?
Yeah, if you didn't have those kind of services, yeah, you'd probably end up going to the theaters way more, or if you didn't, something that's not even really around anymore is like like a Blockbuster or like a Redbox. That used to be those things
Yeah.
big. They used to come out and you'd go on the weekend and get a few movies, and I mean they're not even around anymore, but I would
Oh,
think
yeah.
if the streaming services weren't there, I would assume like those would still be in effect where you could go rent the movie at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when I was a kid and I went to Blockbuster, and you'd always get so upset
I did
when all the movies were sold out that you
Mhm.
wanted to rent. It's like, oh yeah, I want to get that movie.
Yep.
Or even the video games.
Mm-hmm.
Emoji J says, fun fact, Netflix went to Blockbuster and asked them if they wanted a streaming service, and they laughed at them.
Oh crap!
Jeez.
Okay. Now they'd be money ahead if they would have said, "Yep."
See, we still have a Redbox in our town.
That's wild. I
And
thought they got rid of all the Redbox.
There was
Thought
one
so
at the
too.
pharmacy, at my pharmacy that I go to, and you can still, and they have like Bros on there right now. They have like all newer movies on it right now that they're selling people. So yeah.
So this is crazy. I was trying to see if they have any blockbusters in around anywhere. Oregon still have blockbusters. They still have it in Oregon, which is crazy. They open from like
Yeah,
10:30 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Hmm.
That's
That's
crazy.
wild.
I thought they all closed down within the bankruptcy.
I thought so too.
The last blockbusters in
The last-
Oregon closed last. Really? Huh. So just now I'm closing it. That's crazy.
Oh dang.
Yeah. This
Well,
yeah.
well, welcome everybody who we do at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Mondays. We have Vampy, Flirty Danny, and Matt in the box. Please hit them with a favorite. They are our guests. We have just been talking about our movie topics, and we are going to transition into the food in just a minute. But before, and if you guys want to be on the show, please hit me on my IG or Emoji J or Beard Raider to be on. And yeah, so now before we close off on movies, I'm gonna ask you all, starting with Vampy, what is your favorite movie that you could watch over and over again?
Okay. So you watch the movies. So I'm just gonna go with my favorite Halloween movies, and it's gonna be Halloween, Michael Myers. I'll watch it any day.
Nice. What about you, Flirty Danny?
Hall fanatic like Vampy, Halloween, and Final Destination, and goodness, a lot of backwoods cannibalistic movies I love.
Like Hillside Rise.
And Matt.
Probably for me, it's about any Marvel movie. Doesn't matter if it's which Marvel it is. I can sit there and I can just watch those movies over and over again because there's always something it seems like you learn from watching. You know,
Yeah.
it's always an Easter egg or something that you miss.
I
Nice.
agree.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So that's cool. Yeah, mine I like to say is Baymax, Big Hero 6. I keep thinking it's Baymax. I mean, because Baymax is like the main character of the movie, so it's just like you guys. It's like, why didn't they call it Baymax and not like I get it. But yeah, Big Hero 6 is like my favorite movie. I even have like a big plush right.
Oh, so cute.
That's awesome.
Adorable.
Right.
Yeah, it's super soft too. I was like, I don't care.
It's like my neck Christmas special.
But okay, so we'll get into the second part of the show, which is the food topic. And so this part of the topic, we are going to talk about fast food, like the toys that came in the meals and stuff, and like maybe some of your favorite menu items that don't exist on the menu anymore that you wish still existed, and stuff of that sort. So the first question I have for this is, how often do you eat fast food, if you eat fast food anymore?
I eat fast food. I don't keep track with it, but I do eat here and there, sometimes more than once in the week or month, rather say, because I really don't eat it as much because I do prefer home cooked meals instead because I like cooking. But yeah, I would say like once a couple months, a couple times in a month maybe. That I eat fast food.
I eat fast food probably like I'm gonna say every 2 weeks. So yeah.
Okay.
If you
You
can
want me to
mute
mute you?
me and get
Yeah. All right, Matt.
I don't eat it very often. Maybe once a month, once every other month. I'm like Vampy. I would rather I'd rather go home and make food. I mean, I think it's way better food, but yeah, once in a while if you're on a time, you know, yeah, I get home, eat something, and get back out the door. Sometimes it's quicker to stop and grab something.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I I stopped eating fast food a long time ago. I don't remember when I officially ended eating fast food, but because I have celiac disease, gluten free, not many fast food places really offer gluten free options.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
So I was just kind of forced to stop eating fast food from that. So so yeah, it's been a hot second since I've had fast food. But what were some of your like top places that you've eaten? Your top favorite fast food places that you ate at or eat at?
How many? How many? I could name like probably
Like
5.
two
Okay.
or three.
So option McDonald's, and then the second one will be Sonic's.
Sonic.
Oh, I would have to say Chick-fil-A for one.
Hey.
That's my top one.
Chick-fil-A.
Got my little plush that sits on my stream stand in
Aw.
all the holidays. I used to like McDonald's, but I don't go there anymore. But Taco Bell and a gas station around here that's called Sheets. That
Shoot.
those are my 3 main places.
Oh yeah, gas station is good too.
And what about you, Matt?
I would say I like, yeah, McDonald's is always just an easy one. But I always like Dairy Queen, DQ. I always like that. And I don't mind Culver's. I always like Culver's. I'm not sure if they're nationwide, but they're around me. They're a good fast food
They
restaurant.
definitely
They serve
don't
good
have them
hamburgers.
around me.
Yeah, I don't think we have them here.
Yeah. So now, like, let's see. What was one toy you remember from a kid's meal that you got, or remember seeing an ad for and wanted it?
Hmm.
Okay, so I could picture it, but I don't know what the name of the toy. But I remember when I was younger, it was like this little red toy. Had like little spikes on his head, and then he had big round eyes, and like it was like one of bendable toy thing, but it was bendable. I can't think of the name of it. It's been a hot minute since I seen one like that. I might be trying to look it up later to see it, but I remember getting that little red toy from McDonald's.
Nice.
I would probably have to say when I was little, those McDonald plushies, like the bean bags that came out for like a limited time only.
The Beanie Babies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I stole them from my friends from their houses, and I did. That's how I learned out that if you don't ask for it, you stole it.
Okay.
So like I had like 5 or 6 neighbors rat me out and like come to my doorway as a kid and telling me what I did and ask what I did and everything else. So that's how we also learned about theft.
What about you, Matt?
One I can really remember that I always really enjoyed is I know McDonald's back in the day had like the Transformers. They look like a hamburger, and then you could it transformed into a little person, and they had like fry. I mean, I just remember those that
yeah.
they transformed. So that was probably my favorite one because I like Transformers
like
growing up in the 80s.
The pre-existing Transformers.
Yeah, they were neat. I enjoyed those. Those are probably the ones I
I
can
wonder
remember.
if I wonder if the producer directors of Transformers actually saw those toys and said, "Hey,
Cool.
Transformers, let's do it."
The little troll dolls, I think what it was.
Oh, okay.
That one's
Interesting.
when they had like little pink hairs and stuff like that. They had little troll ones when I remember growing up. Like,
Oh, cynicals.
yeah.
So, um, so did anyone ever get into like the McDonald's like collectibles, like how McDonald's would like have like the collectibles, like, and you have to buy it like with your food, like they had like Disney cups and they had like Disney plates, or like they had like the Britney Spears and Sync CDs.
I would say no. I never got into collectibles.
No.
Mm-mm.
I remember getting at least like almost every single one.
But I do know I remember going to McDonald's when they were doing like the Beanie Baby thing, and you could actually like I remember adults going in there and they would just pay for them. You could actually buy them. McDonald's would just sell you the toy if you want to, and they'd go in there once a week or whatever and get the new whatever animal it was.
Yeah. I think I've heard that people still do that today.
Oh, very possible.
Like with the toys.
Mm. I see a lot of
But they have
toys.
to pay like
I see a
you
lot of
see a lot
toys
of-
at antique stores. A lot of like the McDonald's toys I see at antique stores
oh
nowadays.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I even heard like
That's
on
fun
certain websites which shall not be named, that they are going for a lot of money.
And we threw them all away when we grew up. They all went in the
Should
car.
have just kept them.
We should have kept them. We would have made money off of
But I
I
would
sold
have.
mine at yard sales over the years.
Right?
them.
I don't remember the type of toys I had when I was growing up. I probably moved so many times. I probably just moved them or left them at the old house.
Mm-hmm.
And if I would have known they were worth money, I would have kept them instead of selling them for 50 cents. Because now there's like some 5 or 8, 10-year-old walking around with like a $1,000 toy, and I'm looking at it and I'm looking like, Jesus, why?
We don't even think about stuff when we're younger, though. That's the crazy part. Like, we get older and we think, go back, like, man, I should have kept that years ago. But when we're younger, we don't think about that. We want to we make money off of them and just sell them at yard sales or give to someone that needs a toy and they don't even know how much it values. So like after the fact, we get older, like, oh man, that would make sense now.
Yeah, I could sold one
Yeah.
McDonald's toy and have VIP for almost a half a year. I mean, come on.
Right? Oh,
No,
that's
because
crazy.
I went to Toys R Us when I was when they were closing, and I bought this I don't know if anybody knows the movie Labyrinth with David Bowie.
David Bowie, yes.
Mhm.
I've seen it sometimes.
So they had this like big figurine. I have it not within reach, but so I was just like, wonder how much this is on that site, and so it basically is like triple what I paid for it. And I was
Really?
just like,
I'm
I was like,
surprised.
damn.
Yeah.
That's with a lot of those
Yeah.
old toys from the 80s.
Yeah.
You have the old Transformers or the Ninja Turtles or whatever. They're all
Oh,
worth so
damn.
much. They're all worth so much money now if you still had them.
Even Pokemon cards are too.
And even if they're out of the
Right?
package, they're still worth 50,
Yeah.
60, $100, just depending on them.
Yeah. And you had like the original Pokemon cards and anything that's from back then, yeah. I had a lot of money to
Yeah.
trade in.
Yeah. So now let's get into the food part of the fast food. What's a menu item that no longer exists that you wish would be brought back?
I have no idea because the only thing I order is from McDonald's is the Big Mac. Still, it's a lot of fries. That's not it. Same thing every time. I take the Mac ribs. They took those out one time, and I tried them
McRibs.
once. The Mac ribs, yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to say for me because my everything at all these places that I eat at, considered fast food, are still there. I'm a very picky eater, so I'm the person that will like the food person hates. I will take apart everything and put it back together and assemble it my way. So like I'm ordering no pickles, no onions, no this, no that, like just plain.
Yeah.
I just don't need tomatoes.
I don't even. I think there wasn't there like, oh, at KFC there was popcorn chicken, and I think they got rid of that.
Didn't they have? Yeah.
and and that was something I really liked when I used to be able to eat fast food.
Well, I think was it Taco Bell used to they got rid I think they brought it back now again, but what was it? Taco Bell, they got rid of what was it, their Mountain Dew, was it Baja Blast or something? Didn't they have a certain pop that they got rid of for a few years? And I think they finally brought it back again because too
I'll
many
be
people
back.
were like, this is why we come here because you're the only place that serves it. So I think they
Exactly.
finally brought that back. I remember when that disappeared for a few years. That kind of sucked, but
And I wouldn't be mad if they didn't have it still.
mhm.
So now I think Vampy has already said her answer to this one, but what is everybody's favorite fast food item?
Oh yeah, Big Mac.
It doesn't have to be McDonald's, it could be anywhere.
Probably gonna. Okay, I like the about 30 Bogle. It's called about 30 Bogle. It is literally um 2 gold cheeses as the bun and put a Bogle in between them and whatever toppings. So that's my favorite all time.
Nice.
I would say mine is probably it's gonna probably be McDonald's. I mean, I like their just a plain old double cheeseburger with their fries. You know, they McDonald's has the best fries out there, I swear.
You know, I like the way they do their, like, all I can remember is the taste of like the pickles and the ketchup, like the warmth of on the patty, like how it tasted so good. like it just tasted so good warm, the pickle and the ketchup. I was like that that's what got me addicted to the burger
Yeah.
at McDonald's.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you can't go wrong with that pickle and that ketchup and the burger.
Nope.
But yeah. Let's see. So here's a good one. So for any fast food places that aren't like in your part of the country, wherever you may be, what would you want to open up near you that maybe you don't have?
Oof. So we recently just got Jack in the Box here, so that kind of already been completed. It's literally like right up the road from my house, Jack in the Box.
Nice. White Castle for Goober.
Oh yeah. We
Um,
got that.
we don't have a White Castle or a Jack in the Box yet, so those are those are the two places I would want to open.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say Jack in the Box too, because yeah, they're not even close to me. They're all like Southwest or like California. They're not even around here. So those are always good when I would go out and have that when I go down there.
Right.
Yeah. If I could still eat fast food, the one place that we don't have, like the close, I don't even know if that one's still open, but the place that we don't have yet here is Sonic.
What?
We don't have a Sonic here.
No,
Yeah.
ain't no way.
The closest Sonic to me was like 40 minutes away, and I don't know if they even exist anymore. But
And they supposed to exist at least. Jeez, oh my goodness, that's crazy.
yeah,
Didn't Sonic open up in like in the northern states, if I'm not mistaken, or was it the southern states?
I think it was the southern states because the closest Sonic to me is like 70 miles from me, and I'm from the Midwest, so
It's like 3 minutes from me, but we act like in town we don't have one because it's never really open. It's only open maybe once or twice a month. Right now, we don't know why. It just every time you go up to it, you try to order, they'll shut down. Doesn't matter what time of the day. So, bad management is what I'm saying.
So the first was it Oklahoma. First time was open in Oklahoma, which is crazy. I guess it would count as south, right? Like a middle in between, maybe. It was the
Yeah.
first Sonic location. I'll put it that way.
okay.
that's crazy.
It's crazy. Stuff of that stat. Wow.
Right.
Also, welcome to everybody who's just tuning in. This is Pop Culture Hour. We do on Mondays at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We have Vampy, Flirty Danny, and Matt in the box. Please make sure you're favoriting them. And also, and if you would like to be on the show, please hit me in the DMs or IG, not the DMs. IG, Instagram. Where's my brain tonight?
I had no idea.
The Instagram DMs and let me know you want to be on the show. We are booking for March 3rd and out. So yeah, and we were talking about movies at first, and now we have just been talking about food. In just a few minutes, we're gonna start closing things out, but before we let them go, we're gonna have them, of course, do their little introductions, talk about anything going on in their streams. But before we finish up on the food, again, like I asked for the movie at the end, what is your favorite food? It can be fast food, doesn't have to be fast food.
So in general, my favorite food I like doing the most is still between pizza and tacos.
Nice.
Yeah.
I will have to say, it's actually a small pizzeria here in town, Benny's Pizza, and outside of DC, it is still run by the Italian family that came over here from overseas. So everything's very like homemade, like 14 hours for dough to rise and all that stuff.
And what about you, Matt?
I would say I still like a good old steak. Steak and a baked potato. That's still a great great choice. Can't go wrong with that ever.
Nice. And King Goober in the comments says sushi and Salvadorian food in general. Nice. You know, I've never had sushi before.
I have never had it either.
I can't eat it.
I love fish. I love fish. I love to catch them and eat them, but I don't want to eat it raw.
Right? That's just I think the sound of people eating raw food.
I eat it, I break out. So that's not.
That's what Goober said. Goober, that sounded so wrong.
No.
Oh my God. I didn't realize he said that. I wasn't leaving.
No.
Vampy, are you paying attention to what?
I don't think Vampy.
She's ignoring on purpose.
You know, silicone jacket is crazy. I was just like, yeah, nope. I'm not in this one. I'm just gonna do my thing here.
Well, at least you know he's an easy cook. All you have to do is go to the market, buy some fish, cut it up, put some rice on a plate. There you go. There's dinner.
I don't touch raw fish. I do have like a weird thing when it comes to cooking fish or anything like chicken. Like chicken have weird skin on it, and like I have to wear gloves. I have to wear gloves. I can't touch some things. I mean, I can touch ground beef and stuff like that, but like fish, chicken skin, nope. I'll finish the freak out. I'll tell you that. So good luck with that. Oh no. Behave.
All right. So before I let you guys go, I'm gonna go around and have you guys introduce yourself. Tell us anything you've got going on in your streams or events or shows. So we can start with Vampy first.
Yay. Oh well, my name's Vampy. I host Vampy Molding Madness every Tuesdays at 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's my feature show. So if you're in East Coast, it'll be 12 a.m. If you're in Central, it'll be 11 p.m. on a Monday night. So Monday night going Tuesday. This Friday, I do have an auction called the Toxic Love Auction, hosted by Cadet. And then I'm trying to see what else I have. I have a lot of things going up. I didn't have a portrait today. I'm on Lyrically Correct, hosted by Sunshine. Also on the 21st is at 8 p.m. Eastern. And then I think that's about it so far. But I do have some more events coming up in June and May and maybe April as well, and March. Other than that, just hit me up on IG and you can find out what all I have coming up. And yeah.
Sounds good. Flirty Danny?
I have my own show starting on March 5th at 9 p.m. It is called The Wheel. It's a game alteration of the floor on ABC. And then I'm doing an auction next weekend on the 22nd. Hit me up on IG or my admin Bill and she will lead you into the direction of any up and coming shows or content that I'm going to be posting on here.
Sounds good. Matt, do you have anything going
on? I do have an auction coming up next month that you can check out. Otherwise, the biggest thing that we're working on right now is we are promoting Pass the Aux, which is on Saturdays at 6
6.
o'clock Eastern Central Time with that's guys
Is
Blake and
Okay.
KMB. Come out, check that out. That's an awesome thing to check out. I'm always there helping out with behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's definitely a good thing to check out if you guys have time. It's a neat competition. It's a battle against the two best songs. They choose different eras.
This
Bands,
week is
whatever.
rock. This week is rock.
This week is rock, so definitely come check it out. They do battles Tuesday and Wednesday night to determine the songs and stuff. So definitely check it out then. And then yeah, the Saturday is always the big show. So definitely come check that out.
Forgot one thing. I'm on.
No, Team Red.
No, Team Red's in. Come on now.
Team Blake.
Team Blake. There we go.
That's right.
I know. I'll just like Team Blake. Look, Blake here. I do have PYT show with the Lounge Squad. I think that's tomorrow, I believe. Right, Mel?
I
Yeah,
think
tomorrow's
Tomorrow.
Tuesday.
So we are on PYT with Melville. I think we have hosts on our Sin and Storm. But yeah. So at that PM Eastern on PYT show. Yeah, I'm so excited.
Sounds good. Well, thank you everybody for Flirty Danny, you have one more thing.
yes, I have 7 spots open for this season coming up. So if anyone's interested, hit the Ovado up for the wheel, and that's all I have.
Sounds good. Everybody hit Flirty Danny or Beard Raider up for the wheel. All right.
Okay, let's go.
Thank you again, everybody. And
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you all. And again, anyone who wants to be on, please hit me in the DMs on Instagram or Beard Raider or Emoji J, and they'll be happy to help you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having us. So much fun. Appreciate
Yep.
you.
Of
Thank you so
course.
much, Kim. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Of course. All right. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right. So thank you everybody for coming. Next week we are set to have 3